Borsa, you definitely refer to a spot of beauty in Romania. Town Borsa is located in the northern part of Romania at an altitude of about 800 meters in the ancestral and peaceful county of Maramures. With a mountainous relief crossed by lots of rivers, Borsa lays between two parks, Rodney Mountains National Park with its main peaks, Pietrosu, 2,303 meters, Puzdrele, 2,189 meters, and Dineu, 2,279 meters. And, on the other hand, the National Park Maramureșul Mountains, with its highest peak Toroiagă, 1,930 meters. The glacial valleys of Rodney Mountains are plentiful of lakes. Worth mentioning would be Iezer, Ineu, Bila, Buhăiescu, Știol, etc. The most famous of them is Iezer Lake, due to the fact that it is to be found at the highest altitude, and due to its shape, it is the same as the map of Romania. The rich network of brooks descending from the Rodney Mountains turn into spectacular waterfalls, the most impressive of which is the Horses Waterfall, an over 90 meters fall. The flora and the fauna are diverse. Among the peaks of the mountains one can discover rare flowers as the edelweiss, the rhododendron, the yellow pop, and many more. Due to the fact that 80% of this region is covered by forests, lots of wild animals shelter in here. Some of them are common, like the bear, the wolf, the fox, while some others are exquisite species, the black goat, the marmot, the lynx, or the capercaillie. As regards the motor vehicle access, the town is crossed by the national road DN18. Being at a distance of 200 kilometers from the Hungarian border, at 85 kilometers from Ukraine, and 350 kilometers from Moldavia Republic's border. The closest airports are the International Airport Cluj-Napoca, 170 kilometers, the International Airport Suceava, 200 kilometers, and the airport in Baia Mare, 150 kilometers. Focusing on historical data, we can say that life and human activity existed in the area 3,000 years ago. Ceramic fragments discovered from the Bronze Era speak about it. Such a sample is a small cup found in 1986, object preserved in the town hall of Borsa at present. A documentary evidence in the town, which firstly mentions its name, dates back to 1365. A new page in history was written for Borsa in 1945, when the local people fought against Russians, and later, in 1968, the setting was proclaimed town. In the past times, mining was the main activity of people in Borsa, this one having a prosperous period when much gold and silver were extracted, copper, lead or zinc as well. Shaping wood and stone still holds an important place in the inhabitants' interest nowadays. Besides, they deal with animal breeding, mineral water bottling, and tourism. Some other people make a living from working abroad, then investing money in their hometown. That is why you can notice such an explosion of imposing houses, hotels and guest houses all around. As a result, tourism is in full swing at present. Over 2,000 seats of accommodation are available for the tourists, restaurants and entertainment places. A former, let us say, golden period in tourism was during the communist leadership, who invested large amounts of money in building hotels, a ski slope, and the chairlift. All these are carefully restored nowadays. Moreover, new hotels, pensions were built and other ski slopes were fit out. Important to underline is summer tourism. Those who like hiking or adventure in the middle of nature can benefit of sports, mountaineering, paraglider, off-road, motocross, or extreme ski. All the year round, varied cultural activities take place in town so that ancestral traditions could be promoted. Some festivals to mention are the Snow Festival, Nopți de Sânziene Festival, or the Round Dance of Prislop, an international festival. These holidays attract tourists from all over the country and from abroad. Full of life and hard-working, always smiling and brave, people in Borsa value tradition. As a proof, one can see them wearing their traditional costumes, handed over from old generations. If you ever get to Borsa, you shouldn't miss the hiking to Pietrosu and Jezer Lake as symbols of the resort, the other lakes, Știol, Măgura, Ineu, or the Horses Waterfall, where the charm of nature overwhelms the traveler. You shouldn't forget about the refreshing mineral water springs called Borcut. It is worth sightseeing the traditional house from Rung, the Roots Museum, or the Heroes Cemetery from the Prislop Pass. It brings back the memory of the war, as unknown soldiers from the First and Second World War are buried here. It is also interesting to visit the wooden church of Archangels, which is painted on wood and dates back to the 17th century. Borsa is a piece of land displaying all the beauties one could expect to see in nature. The rich range of natural, cultural, and historical elements combine so that to make it a blessed and absolutely beautiful place. The story goes that if you read about Borsa, you'll be willing to visit it, and if you visit Borsa, you'll be willing to return soon. Dear onlooker, I warmly invite you to discover and explore this fairy-like natural scenery in Romania. It means investing in your soul and memories.